Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Capricorn is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. These readings are totally free. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards. Use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Capricorn, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start with the Page of Cups. This is the fish in the percolator. This is Spirit's way of showing you a sign. Okay? This is a card that says more signs, symbols, and synchronicities are going to find their way into your life. Okay? You have to be paying attention. Now, let's put this card into a little bit of context. Okay? Today we're using the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and there's the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like the signs, right? This fish in the percolator, this absurdity in your life, this anomaly. It's like something is in your life that shouldn't be there. It's something that's kind of standing out to you, right? It's something that catches your attention. You got to be looking, and you will see it. And I think that it will give you the path forward. It's a gift, right? Spirit has a gift for you coming into your life. Okay, let's keep going. Let's put more cards out on the table, put everything into context. Here we have a Six of Swords. Very good. We have the Hermit. We have the Two of Wands. We have a Tower, a breakthrough. Yes, I think this is really a very, very big win for you. Okay, I think the Tower, I'm a big fan of the Tower card because to me it's revelation. To me it is a breakthrough. To me it's a leveling up. It's an exclamation point in life. I think Spirit is giving you a heads up that your breakthrough is coming. Okay, we have a Queen of Wands, the Strength card, Seven of Pentacles, and a King of Wands. Very interesting. A Queen and a King of Wands, which to me shows a great ambition, almost an insatiable desire for your goals right now. Okay, insatiable. The Queen of Wands is a card that does not like a Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is too much satisfaction. So satisfied that I don't want to eat any more food at the buffet, right? So the Queen of Wands is not looking for that kind of satisfaction. Wants the pleasure and the joy of working, of doing the thing, of being active, aspiring, striving, working hard. Does not want that final, it likes the process of eating, not the process of being full at the end where you're just like, oh, I just want to go home now. I'm not hungry anymore, never going to eat food again. The Queen of Wands loves the process, loves the journey. Okay, let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down right here with Jimbo, the Lizard King, a.k.a. Mr. Lizard, right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, all right? It will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any point during this program you feel like you know what that card might be, put your prediction down in the comments, all right? Help me out here. You're here, might as well put you to work, right? Let's take a look around the room. We've got major, major, and major arcana. Okay. The Hermit, getting the breakthrough, Tower moment, unleashing your strength, finding the courage, okay, to continue on your path. This Strength card is in the position of your environment, the position of your relationships. We do need restraint and self-control in our relationships. So there's a discernment that's needed in your life when it comes to the people that you're interacting with and the way that you are, perhaps with the Strength card, the way that we're trying to control ourselves and not maybe like to get control over our emotions in terms of these relationships and the way we're interacting with people. We have to exhibit the discipline and the self-control, right? Then we've got fire, fire, and fire. We've got a little bit of water. We've got the Page of Cups as our water energy. We got a little bit of air, and we've got our earth cards, the Pentacles, right? The Ace and the Seven of Pentacles. I think there's a little bit of a dissonance here with the Seven of Pentacles, because it is just kind of the work for work's sake, right? And that's the kind of obstacle here, is to focus on doing this work without the thought of reward. Well, that's what you're good at with the Queen of Wands. Doesn't mean it's easy to do, okay? Because we like to get the reward. We like to get the acknowledgement of a job well done, okay? I think what Spirit's doing here with our Page of Cups and our Ace of Pentacles is giving you this gift of the opportunity. It's like giving you the gift of, like, the door's open now, you have to go through it, and you're going to work hard. You know, it's to me it feels like you've been searching for a path. This is Spirit showing you the way. The gift of knowing. You see there's that little archway in the background, that doorway right there. Spirit showing you the doorway to the garden, giving you the gift of taking the step onto this path. And I think you're going to find that through some synchronicities. Something is going to happen outside. There's going to be a symbol or a sign outside of you that's going to resonate with something emotionally inside of you. And you're going to realize that that's a message from Spirit. It's like a little bird landing on the tree branch right in front of you and singing a song right to you. It's going to make you feel something. You know, it's gonna almost bring you to tears. That's a message from Spirit. That's a sign, okay? And I think you're going to understand at that point what direction you're supposed to take in life. You're going to realize that Spirit's given you the gift of the entrance way. It's a step on the path, okay? Now, beneath the surface, I think, is your ability to control your mind, right? It's a Six of Swords. And this card is about getting a handle on our worries. You know, I think you're somebody who is prone to worry. You stress out about stuff sometimes, right? We all do. I think you have doubts. We all do. But I think that you're wise because you're not letting your doubts drive the boat, right? The swords are here. We're taking our insecurities, we're taking our worries with us, we're taking our skepticism, we're taking our disbelief, we're taking our self-criticism, our confusion, we're taking all of our stress with us, but we're not letting those thoughts drive the boat. So when you have this sign, this synchronicity in your life, this fish in the percolator moment, your mind's going to want to say, no, that's just a bird. Or, no, that's nothing. It's just a coincidence, right? You're going to want to have all this doubt. And your mind's going to say, that's not for us. That's ridiculous, you know. But you're suspending that. You're realizing that those thoughts aren't controlling the path, okay? You're traveling in the boat, your physical body. You're on the river, your feelings. And you're pushing yourself along with your willpower. You're worried, you're confused, you're doubting, you're skeptical, you're insecure, but we're keeping those sorts of thoughts under control. They're on the boat. They'll always be on the boat, but they're not driving the boat, okay? It's very important. The Hermit in the background. You had been in hermit mode for a while. You've been up on the mountain in your cave with the introspection, doing your internal work, doing the interior work. To me, this feels kind of like during the winter months, we all have a tendency to sort of hibernate, to go inside, to focus on the interior work that we're doing, right? I feel like we're emerging from this a little bit, We're going from the Hermit introspection to the Leo energy extroversion. We're a little bit more social. We're a little bit more sort of eager and passionate in our relationships now. This Hermit is a period of self-development, self-work, self-care, meditation, contemplation, prayer. It's really focused on, not doing anything extra. Maybe this was a kind of a life of frugality, being thrifty, clipping coupons, really trying to do more with less. Also trying to discover our path, figure out what am I supposed to do, what's coming next. Maybe this was us saving money for something, don't know what yet, but I'm trying to sort of consolidate my resources here. And then that gives way, through this tower event, gives way to extroversion. Now you're being unleashed on the world. But we've got to control our enthusiasm, otherwise we're just going to be making it rain, our money's going to be gone, you know? So that strength card is about us holding the reins of our passions. You know, Spirit's opening the door for you. You're getting this big leveling up, this big, this big win, right? We've got to be able to control that. Because all the fire energy that we see on this path, with the King and Queen of Wands and this fiery Leo energy of the Strength card, this is fire. This is an enthusiasm that may kind of carry us away. We may get a little bit overzealous, you know, with it. So we have to control ourselves a little bit so that we can focus on the work and the proper usage of the resources. This is a card of discipline here, right? So I think the Hermit is, again, kind of yesterday's energy. And I think that this was you trying to forge your own way. That you're trying to tap into your own spiritual light so that you know what the next step is supposed to be for you. And so this is kind of a period of patiently waiting, doing the interior work. Like if we're waiting for the right alignment, the right configuration of energies, what do we do in the meantime? What do we do while we wait? Well, we can indulge in distractions, or we can use this time wisely to meditate, to grow, to learn a new skill. Maybe this was you've sort of, been sequestering yourself a little bit, and maybe you learned a new language. Maybe you learned some new skills. Maybe you worked on your gardening. Maybe you sort of gave some attention to your meditation practice to sort of, you occupied your time in a very useful way. I think the revelation is coming now. I think Spirit is giving you the sign that you need about how to emerge from this period. This is someone who is, say you've retired into the forest and you said, I'm not coming out until I'm enlightened. I'm not coming out until I know the answer, And I think that you're getting the answer that you need. Yeah. And it's going to show you the way toward your breakthrough. Two of Wands at the top. This is the questioning. This is the decision that we're making. We have all of this willpower. We have our intention. We've got this ability to steer the boat using our will, right? So to control our behavior using our willpower and keeping our thoughts in check. But which way to steer the boat, right? These are the wands that are steering the boat, but which way to steer? So we're asking Spirit for a direction. We're wondering perhaps, should I stay here? We see there's one staff that is fixed to the rampart here, the castle wall kind of thing. There's one staff that's just sort of fixed to the wall. It's in its little holder. And there's another one that we're sort of holding and we're contemplating, should I go on this quest? Give me a sign to let me know, should I stay home or should I go on this adventure? Like we're sort of here like thinking, okay, I want to build my world, but I need a green light from Spirit. I need something. I need a sign. I need a sign to tell me when to go, right? Waiting for the green light. And I think that's why we're sort of, this is what we're waiting for. We know that we have an adventure before us, but we're kind of waiting for that green light, waiting for the flag, the flag to wave that signals the start of the race, So I feel like there is synchronicity that's going to come into your life. Spirit is giving you the gift of showing you the first step to take through this gateway. And that gateway, I think, is going to propel you into this realm, into this new journey of progress, creative work, spiritual work, maybe business, finances, whatever is unique to you. It's going to be your own unique path. Okay, but this is that breakthrough. This is that big win. Now it's going to take us over to the path of the serpent, and of course, as we talk about these cards, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. These readings are totally free. Okay. The Queen of Wands becomes your general energy now. Now we're fired up. Now we're doing the work because that's what we enjoy. We enjoy doing the work. It's not even about the goal. It's about now having started the race, because this, both of these cards here, we're not going it. We're at the starting gate. We're waiting for the green light. We're waiting to get the acknowledgement of the path. We're waiting to receive the blueprints or the plans, right? Which is partly our Six of Swords, the plan itself, the divine plan. So you know that you're supposed to do something big with your life. And I think we're waiting to get that confirmation about which direction to go, and the green light that says, okay, now go, right? No more waiting around. Now it's time to go. And that to me feels like this is the starting gun, the tower, And the Queen of Wands is somebody that isn't really concerned about the satisfaction, isn't really concerned about the product, and the joy of that finished product is finding excitement in that moment, right? So I think you're somebody that really likes to be active. You like to have something to do, something to work on. You don't like waiting around. You don't like doing nothing. That's why in the hermit mode, you found a way to productively utilize that time. And now you're feeling this absolute joy and excitement of being in the moment, doing the hard work. And you don't really want that to end. We think of like a 10 of Cups is going to come and put out the flame. We're not looking for that. We don't ever want to be satisfied. We don't want to ever be satiated or full, right? Because that's going to take away the thrill, the excitement, the joy of being in this moment, doing this work that we're doing. Yeah. And so this becomes a lot of that sort of just kind of living in the moment, excitement and energy. Yeah. The Strength card, however, is the way that we need to control that appetite. Okay? We need to regulate and measure ourselves so that we don't either burn out or we don't kind of end the game too soon, The Queen of Wands wants to extend this excitement for as long as possible and wants to continue doing this, doing this work. So we need the Strength card. We need to be able to control the appetites. It's kind of like if the Queen of Wands wants to be at the buffet, doesn't want to eat too fast, because then, now I'm full. I've been here 5 minutes and I'm ready to go home. I didn't even get to eat my favorite stuff. Didn't even get to have any ice cream. We want to draw it out as long as possible. We want to enjoy ourselves for as long as we can, right? We want to kind of delay the gratification. We want to extend this moment in time, doing the thing that we love to do, doing the thing that Spirit says, this is your work, right? Of course, we want to have finish lines. We want to have accomplishments, and we want that sort of joy too. But with the Strength card, it's kind of like, let's pace ourselves. If we're enjoying what we're doing, we're never going to want it to end. We're not going to care about the summit of the mountain. I don't want to get to the summit of the mountain because that means that I don't get to climb anymore. It's like when I was a kid playing Little League Baseball, I didn't want us to win the game. I wanted things to be drawn out for hours and hours and hours because I didn't want it to be over and have to go home and, the excitement's done, right? So we're pacing ourselves. We're controlling that appetite of ours. So that says, instead of just rushing into the buffet and eating everything really, really quick because I'm so hungry and I can't control myself and now I'm full and I just want to go home, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to eat very, very slowly because I want to enjoy it. I want to be here. I want to take it all in. I want to enjoy the people around me. So sometimes we have to hold ourselves back from the things that we really, truly want so that we can enjoy them more, And it seems counterintuitive. It's kind of like if you're in a new relationship, you want to spend every second of your life with that person. But then you're going to get your fill of them rather quickly, right? So we sort of pace ourselves, and we just we give it a couple days, and we don't schedule our activities together like back to back to back to back to back. We say, well, maybe we'll hang out in a couple days. Maybe I'll call them in a day or two or three, or I'll wait a week or something. Right? We draw it out, right? Because that's the part of the journey that we really like here. Okay, and I don't know if maybe this is a relationship for you. Maybe this is some sort of creative work. It's something very exciting for you, though. Very exciting. Part of our problem is that Seven of Pentacles, though, which is the difficulty is like waiting around for the results. Okay, we like to focus on the work. We want to put in we want the excitement. We don't really care about waiting to see the effects of the work. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles is also a card called failure. Okay, in this case, it's kind of like this person put in a lot of effort in this garden, but the crops are failing, right? Is kind of the idea. That we put in all this work, but what if nothing comes of it? Okay. So the reason we're rejecting this card is because we're trying not to focus on that. It doesn't matter what the results are of this. What matters is that you're putting in your best effort, that you are strong and you are committed and you're disciplined and you're controlling yourself and you're enjoying the process. So it's the journey, and it's kind of like I'm not worried about the success or the failure of what I'm doing. As long as I'm doing my very best and I'm present in the moment, why worry about the future? Sort of Spirit's way of saying, if you do the right things right now, your success is going to happen. If you put in your effort, you control yourself, you're disciplined, and your heart is in it, and you're keeping yourself motivated, and you're following the signs and the symbols and the synchronicities, the success is going to be there. The money will be there at the end. We don't want to focus on that. We don't want to worry about that. Because then our experience becomes contingent and dependent upon the success or the failure. And it's going to go either way. Even the greatest of success is eventually going to feel like, wow, that wasn't enough. So we're trying to stay in the moment, and we're trying to stay somewhat disconnected from the success or failure of what we're doing, and we're trying to just be, and trying to enjoy that journey for as long as we can. And in a way, it's kind of like it doesn't matter if my team won or lost the game. I know if I win, if the team won, we'll be excited. If the team lost, we'll be disappointed. But what if we didn't even worry about that and we just stayed playing the game? We just stayed in that moment. Like I wanted the baseball game to go on forever and ever and ever. I don't want there to be a winner or a loser. I just want to keep playing. Because I know that win or lose, that's going to be a certain emotion. But then either way, whether I won the game or lost the game, it means the game's over. Okay? So by not concerning ourselves with that, it allows us to enjoy the journey all that much more deeply. Okay? And the King of Wands, though, at the end, I think, is it's in a way feels like it feels as if when you do get to the accomplishment, when you do get to the win or the loss, to the result of the work or of this particular path, or when you do reach those milestones, or the markers of success or failure, that you're not going to stop there. That it's not that we put in this work and then we're just waiting around for the result. I feel like you're someone who's going to keep going past that, even if the Queen of Wands were to get the fulfillment, the satisfaction, let's say the 10 of Wands or the 10 of Cups, right? Or the 10 of Swords even, the end of the game. You're going to keep going. You're not going to see that as the end. Does that make sense? Like it's not a finish line. It's kind of like we get to begin again. We're going to play another game. We're going to go another round. We're going to keep on the path. Yeah. I feel like the 10 of Swords might be, I put in all this effort and I lost. Ten of Cups might be I put in all this effort and I won. Either way, it feels like it's quenched the, too much air is going to blow out the fire. Too much water is going to extinguish the fire. This is you rekindling the fire and saying, here we go again. Win or lose, we want to stay in that process of doing the thing. Does that make sense? It's very interesting energy. You have a lot of fiery energy over here. I want to look at the mystery card and see if this is going to be a 10 or maybe it'll be a 6, another 6. We have the 6 of Swords, right, which is kind of like in the middle of the journey, right? It was 6 of Cup. We're enjoying the journey, right? 6 of Wands, it's kind of, again, we're enjoying the journey. We're right in the middle of it and we feel fired up. That's when you really are motivated because the ending isn't even a thought yet. It's like we're not looking at the scoreboard. We're just playing the game. We're just enjoying the activity. We're enjoying the work, enjoying doing what we're doing. It's not about the product. Yeah. If you have a prediction for this card, put it in the comments down below. The 10 of Wands. I like this because the 10 of Wands is sort of the we're pushing ourselves to the very limit of our capabilities, and then when we reach the end, and it doesn't say whether the end is a win or a loss. It just says it's the end. We got to the end of the cycle. Then we get to begin again. We're going back to the Ace. Then we're sparking that creativity. We're getting that fire back again. And we're going to go through the process one more time, but it's not Swords, it's not Cups. It's, we're finishing the game, but it's not a concern whether win or loss. It's about putting in our best effort, putting in everything that we have, being able to regulate our energy and sustain our efforts over the long term. And then when we reach the end of the path, we can begin again. So I feel like this is a cycle of creativity for you. This is a cycle of ambition. Okay. To me, it really feels like, I don't know, it feels like a creative project or something that you're working on. And it really is not about the product, it's about the process. Yeah. And the sort of the cyclic nature of these things, especially since we started with an Ace, getting the inspiration, the creative idea for what's coming next, putting in all of this fiery effort, not worried about what we're producing, but just enjoying the feeling of putting in this effort. And of course, when we're going from an Ace to a 10, well, then we just are we're waiting for the next inspiration. This could be that inspiration, giving you this idea. This is the muse in a way, right? I like this very much. I like it. Now we're going to do an extended reading. We'll do an Jing reading. We'll do some oracle cards. There is a link up top. There's a link down below. New readings for Capricorn on Thursdays and Sundays. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. These readings are totally free. Leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.